Welcome to the 5 for 2 podcast with me, your host Adele, where we say no to careers where you're trading 5 days of misery for 2 days of fun. A place we discuss all things career, confidence, and money moves. I want to motivate, teach, and empower ambitious women to achieve more, earn more, feel more confident, and enjoy the work they do. It's all about believing you can have everything you want in your career and then going and getting it. So if you're ready, let's get into it.
Hi, it's me again. Welcome to another episode, 5 for 2 careers. Are you building your own table? This is a question I asked and something I spoke on at the end of last year because a fellow coach, the lovely coach coaching with Dion, her name's Dion, obviously, she was talking about building her own table when it came to her business. And it triggered a thought in me. And that thought was, whether it's entrepreneurship or 9 to 5, are you building your own table? Building your own table is building your brand. If you don't build your own brand, you'll be forever chasing jobs where they tell you who you are. They tell you what you're good at. You rely on them as your validation, which in turn means you will always only command the money that they tell you you're good enough for. You will only get the roles that they tell you you're good enough for. Versus you build your brand, you build your table, and they will want to come and eat at it. I'm sure you've all seen everywhere on social media in the last month or so, standing on business. Are you standing on your brand? Are you standing on your table that you built? And I know some of you listening are like, I don't get it, Adele. How can you build your own table when it comes to a 9 to 5? Listen, having a brand, a personal brand, is what gets you into different roles in different industries without needing another qualification. If you've listened to my episodes, if you listen to this podcast in general, you know that I'm big on career identity. Who are you? You identify who you are and then you go and tell the world. You don't wait to be labeled and told, oh, you're only good at this, you're not this good at that. Who said? Who said that I would only be good at teaching children? Who said I'd only be good in early years? There was a lot of people. Guess what? 15 years later, human resources, recruitment. I did the thing because I decided who I was. I built a brand, and that's the brand I went and sold when I decided to change industry. That's the same brand I sell when I'm getting pay rises. That's the same brand I use to get the 15K pay rise to do the same job in the same company. Because I am selling me a brand. It goes everywhere with me. No one gave it to me. So then no one can take it away from me. No one can tell me how much it's worth. A lot of the times we think we glorify entrepreneurship. Like we literally glorify it. We think it's amazing. We think it's great because you can do what you want whenever you want. Absolutely not. Even when you're an entrepreneur, you work for someone. I work for my clients. Whether you want to see it that way or not, I work for my clients. If I don't have clients, I don't have a business. Think of it there. If I don't have clients, I don't have a business. So therefore I work for someone. Even the biggest brands in the world, if they don't have clients, they don't have a business. So yeah, I can take all the days off I want. But if I don't have any clients, those days will be all unpaid forever for the rest of my life. And I don't know about you, but working for me is not optional. I'm not that wealthy that I can just not work at all. Yes, I make enough money that you all know I work part-time in my 9 to 5 and I run my business full-time. But I'm not wealthy to not work at all. Absolutely not. That's not an option. I'm not that wealthy. I don't make that type of money. One day, the dream. That's what I'm working towards. The vision board is up there. It's ready, but not today. And if I'm going to work, as work is not optional, I'm going to enjoy it, but I'm also going to build a brand that I validated. I led myself to. I paid attention to the things I'm good at, and that is what I sell. I mind my business when it comes to what other people are good at. I've learned to mind my business. I didn't always. I love to see other people that are great at things, and I'll be like, wow, I wish I was good at that. And yeah, it's okay to say that. Deep down in my soul, I'm not worried that I'm not good at it. Because guess what? The talents that I've been given, someone else might not have been given. The talents that someone else has not been given, I haven't been given. But when I show up, I know my brand. Problem solver, communicator, motivator. coach. I can inspire people into action. Not everyone can say that. I can say some words and share some thoughts and inspire someone to take action in their life that for 3 years still and done nothing. I know my brand and that's what I sell. Even in my 9 to 5, the fact that I can inspire people into action, I can motivate the laziest people means that you get an exceptional manager out of me. When you have me as a leader in your business, I'm exceptional. I'm the person you're going to come to and be like, I don't understand how you got the team to do that. You don't need to understand. I don't understand some of the times, but I know it's my gift. Couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you how I get people that have only known me for 4 weeks to get up and move the way I'm wanting them to move, to get up and support me the way I'm wanting them to support me. I don't know how, but I know I can. Are you that confident with your brand? Because that is your table. I have built a table. I have showcased it on LinkedIn. I have talked about it. I have shared it. When I network with people, I talk about it. I share it. And I don't just walk around saying I'm really good at problem solving. No, I share things that I've done. I share projects I've worked on. I share things that show those skills. I back up my talk. And guess what that turns into? People headhunting me. I leave one company and the company will be asking me to come back. Or one of the managers will open another business or go somewhere else and be like reaching out to me. Oh, Adele, are you looking for work at the moment? They know full well I got a job because they'll see it on my LinkedIn, but they'll still ask. Why? Because I built a brand. I've got old customers that used to use the business that I worked at, finding me on Instagram, finding me on LinkedIn and saying, Adele, what are you doing right now? Do you still do what you used to do? Because if you do, I'll come to your new company. I can see you run a business. You've got a coaching business, but do you do recruitment through that business too? No, I don't. Why are they coming to me? When they can go to the company that I was working for. Why do you worked with me at a company? I was at a company, you worked for that company. I happen to be the person that helped you. I delivered exceptional customer service, even if I say so myself. And that made you pay that company. You didn't pay Adele directly because it weren't my business. You paid the company that I worked for. Yet you want to come and work with me. You are seeking me out. You are finding my random Instagram page and reaching out to me in the DMs. Why? Because I built a brand. If you build your brand, if you build your table, people will want to come and sit at it. If you lead yourself and validate yourself, one of the biggest things I do with all my clients is we figure out from early on, what are your top 3 strengths? And they can't just give me some wishy-washy, I think it's this. Nah, because then I'm going to tell you, give me some evidence. And if they say to me, Adele, I don't think I've got any strengths, then we're going to put a plan together and I'm going to be like, right, when you go to work next, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing for the next 2 weeks so that you can figure out what your strengths are. This is what we're doing in your personal life so that you can actually figure out what your strengths are because you've got them. They're there. You just might not be paying attention. You might not even realize them. Those strengths, they're your expertise. That expertise, that's your brand. The way you do it is what makes you stand out. If 3 of us are in a room and we all have the same qualification, how will you stand out? How will you get the job offer? If we all have the same experience, how will someone pick you? What makes you different? And this is what makes you different. Your brand, the table that you choose to build and the table that you choose to stand on. We can move into different industries with our brand. Different points in our life, we need different things. Our careers can evolve because we evolve. Not everyone, some people know exactly what they want to do and they've been doing it for 30 years and they're happy. But for some of us, we do things for 5 years, 10 years, and then we're like, nah. And then we do something else. I love coaching right now. I'm good at coaching. That don't mean I'm still going to be coaching in 10 years. That don't mean I'm still going to be coaching in 15 years. I don't put myself into boxes like that anymore. I have realized that it's okay to say, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. That's okay at any age. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're 30, 40, 50 or 60. You can say, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. Because for some of us, we have phases of life. We are supposed to do things for 10 years and then do something else for 10 years. I was a whole teacher for 10 years. And now I've been in sort of like HR recruitment kind of space for 15. I've been a coach for like 5 years, maybe more. Like, because before I had my business, I was coaching. I was coaching before I even knew I was coaching. So I've been probably coaching for more than 10 years. I was coaching even when I was in my 9 to 5 and I didn't know what coaching was. What I'm saying is building a brand is how you can move through these different industries. Building a brand is how you can command more money because you realize that you're selling your expertise. I'm not selling my time anymore. Like a lot of people are still saying like, I want this much an hour because you're selling time. I'm not selling time. I don't care whether something takes me 4 hours or 10 hours. You're paying me for the result. I don't need to be in your building for 8 hours if I can get what you want me to get done in 4. But you're not going to shortchange me because I still got you the same result that you pay other people a whole day's work for. I'm going to get a whole day plus some because I've negotiated and I've asked for more because that's my brand and that's what I expect. People will seek me out as a coach to work with me and then say to me, I really want to work with you, but your prices are way too high. Cool, then you don't really want to work with me because my prices are based on what I'm going to help you do. And when you leave me, the long-term results you're going to have. But I totally understand that everyone can't afford it. That's why we got a podcast. Basically free coaching, free advice, free tips. Go on any of my pages, any of my social media pages, free content. I'm dropping free gems all the time. Put them all together. You can level up your career. I've had people reach out to me and say, just from following you and listening to your podcast, got myself a 5K pay rise. Just from following you and listening to your podcast, I was able to change industry, Adele. Something I've been trying to do for 2 years and haven't been able to do it. Just because of your podcast, Adele, I got to work with you. Like, there is no option. I want to work with you and I'm going to figure out how. That's because I have built my table and people seek me out. And again, I've just given you examples of how I've done it in entrepreneurship, but also how I've done it in 9 to 5. I did it first in 9 to 5 before I could bring it over to entrepreneurship. I built my brand. I got headhunted. I had companies looking for me, seeking me out, saying, I've heard about you, Adele. Oh, we're interested in speaking to you. Why? I wasn't even in an industry where I thought that happened. As in the sector, not the industry. Recruitment, that happens a lot. But the sector I worked in, that didn't really happen. We weren't dealing with the big money, so I was surprised. When people want to sit at your table, they will seek you out because they want to have what you have to offer. They want to know what you have to offer. You create your identity, you get clear on how it helps others, and then you decide what it costs if people want to use it. And I'm talking about your 9 to 5 right now, because a lot of you forget that you are providing a service. If you decide who you are and what you bring to the table, you also get to decide this is what it costs to work with me. Yes, you need to research market value, industry norms, industry trends. Yes, you need to speak to people in the industry and find out what they're getting paid. But you then also need to decide what it costs if someone wants you in their building. If you want me to work with you, this is what it costs. I've been told before, nah, Adele, you don't have enough experience or XY or qualifications because I have got none for the industry I currently work in for the money you're asking for. Cool. Then I'll go somewhere else because all I need is one person to say yes. And 90% of the time, those same people call me back and say, actually, we've upped the offer. Yes, I bet you did. Because I know my worth and I stand on it. I stand on the table that I built. If people want to use your skills, learn to articulate the impact that your skills that are bringing into your career, your skills are bringing into their business. Learn to articulate what you are going to bring to the company and learn to show it through your career documents, as in your CV, your online presence on your LinkedIn and in person. When you are networking, when you are speaking to people, make sure you know how you impact the company's bottom line. How do you make them profit? I say this all the time and I say it for a reason. When you start talking about the results that you can bring to a company, you will see a shift in the amount of money you can earn. You will see a shift in how easy it is for you to change career. Because instead of talking about your industry, you're talking about a result that you was able to deliver. And you're telling the new industry, I can do the same for you. Because these are the skills that I used to do it. And I'm bringing those skills over to you. Just like being an entrepreneur, in your career, you are your own business. You see, when you see solopreneurs like me, like an entrepreneur who works by themselves, there's no difference. It's the same in your 9 to 5. You are selling, no matter what, when you go for an interview, what are you doing? You're selling yourself. They don't know you. You're selling potential. When you go to your boss now for pay rise, yes, he knows you, but you're still selling yourself. You still got to convince them. Your strengths, skills, talents, best qualities, that's what you're selling. You decide their price and then you market them accordingly. You go to the right people in the right places. Because remember, sometimes you're speaking to the wrong people. You're speaking to the companies that just don't have the budget. Their purse does not open that wide. They can't afford you. Go somewhere else. When you build your brand, you have built your expertise. You are clear on being able to speak about it and market it. If you have experience, you have expertise, just to be clear, regardless of industry. If you have experience, you have expertise. And if you have expertise, you just have expertise. You can take it anywhere to any industry. So regardless of industry, if you have expertise, you have expertise. You are selling your expertise every time in your career You are not selling the industry that you use them in. So again, I'm going to need you guys to start thinking about your brand, your career identity. Build your brand. And it starts with understanding your top strengths, the top things that you are great at, and thinking about how they have helped contribute to a company or they have benefited someone in some way. In your personal life, through your relationships, in your career, how are they beneficial to someone else? Have they helped someone with their life? Have they helped someone make money? Find as much evidence as you can. Really reinforce in your mind, oh yeah, these are my strengths. Then start to build your brand around it. Start to talk about it, start to sell it more often, and start to command a certain price for it. Stop waiting for companies to tell you who you are. My coaching program is called Create Your Own Lane. Why? Because in Create Your Own Lane, my clients are building their own table. They are not saying, oh, I've been in the same industry 10 years. There's no way I can do anything else. They're saying, I've been in the industry 10 years. Do you know how much skills and expertise I've built up? I'm ready to take that somewhere else. I'm ready to get paid more for it. Because I'm doing X, Y, Z and the money's just not adding up. I'm doing X, Y, Z, but I don't enjoy where I am anymore. I'm bored. My boss is awful. This is not where I need to be. I want to remove myself and go somewhere else where I can grow, where I can develop, where I can do more than I'm currently doing. I want to try a whole new industry where I feel like I could thrive. Remember episode 1 of this year, 2024, we are thriving, not just surviving. And a part of that is building your own table. There is no time like the present. Start working on your brand. Build your own table and people will come. Build your own table and you'll start to get the 20 and 30K pay rises. Build your own table and you will realize that industry change that's felt like a struggle, click your fingers, it's done, it's yours. You're suddenly in a new industry learning new things. Build your table. Stop waiting or trying to sit at other people's. Stop begging people for a seat at their table. Build your own table and then go and let people know why they'll be lucky to have you in their building. They'll be lucky to employ you in their company because this is what you're bringing to the table. Furthermore, you built the table. You're bringing the whole table. They're lucky you're letting them sit at it. Guys, if you're struggling right now with a career change or you're trying to add the 20, the 30, the 40K to your pay rise, because you know, money's a big thing with me. We're not choosing enjoyment over money. We want both. I want to enjoy the job I do and I want to make a lot of money doing it. If that's you right now and you want to work with me this year, reach out, book a call with me, and let's see if us working together is a good fit. Create Your Own Lane is exactly what we do. It's not one size fits all. I teach you the principles, but then we work with you, who you are, your top strengths, your top characteristics. And we use those qualities to get you in the door and get you the money you want in your bank account so that you can do whatever else next. Invest, buy properties, create that passive stream of income, start a business, whatever it is you want to do after that. I'm going to help you get into a new industry and help you add some zeros onto that payslip. Like I said, book a call if you want to work with me. Hope you've enjoyed this episode and speak to you in the next one.
I hope this episode gave you exactly what you needed and motivated you to confidently take steps towards your next career move. If you enjoyed it, screenshot and share it on your socials, tag me on Instagram, and come join my community of amazing women working on leveling up their confidence and career. Thanks for listening and see you next time.